Hi, my name's Harry from the Houston Museum of Natural Science, and I'm with our education department. I'm here to talk to you today with your fun fact of the day, which is that the average lightning bolt has enough energy in it to toast around 100,000 pieces of bread. Okay, so, I mentioned that cool fun fact about lightning. Well, we're gonna learn a little bit more about what is lightning? How does lightning work? So when storms happening, you have clouds all up there, you're getting friction that's happening with the wind, the clouds, everything's moving around. And when that's happening, you have buildups of both negative and positive charges. And that we know from magnets, when you have a positive and negative, or opposites, they will tend to attract each other. So a lot of times what happens is those charges will build up to the point to where they're so strong that eventually whenever they do actually attract to one another, they will discharge. And we can see that in both, when you're just looking in the clouds, you'll see lightning bouncing around in the clouds. You can also have a buildup of charges actually here on the ground, and that's where you see those ground strikes of lightning. So you'll have a charge building up in one of the clouds, the opposite charge building up on the ground, and then they'll get strong enough, and then eventually they will discharge, and then that's where you see that there. Now, to demonstrate this, I have a Wimshurst machine. So this uses static electricity. What's gonna happen is, and I'm gonna turn these a little bit further away for right now, is when I start to spin this is gonna start building up static electricity, and you can actually kind of hear it a little bit, but we're gonna see it better in a second. And each one of these tubes is storing either a positive or negative. So one of these is positive, one of these is negative. And you can actually get that electricity to discharge between these two as they get closer to one another, as well as once they get stronger. So once I get these a little bit closer to one another, you can see that discharge of electricity once they all kind of start to build up, and then that pressure, or that energy is stored there, discharges, and that's kind of how our lightning bolts work. So thank you for joining us today for your fun fact of the day.